Good morning, fellow traders. Bobblehead here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Thursday, October the 15th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we left off the market yesterday. And okay, so we had a little bit of a pullback yesterday on the monthly chart. Green month so far. Weekly chart though turning into a shooting star candle as it looks like it wants to fill some gaps below here on the daily chart. So yesterday we took the inside day down. We filled the open gap right here. Now we've got another gap right here, which is kind of corresponding with the top of the cloud. So if the market does want to pull back here, it could be sensible. Right, we've been talking about this impulsive wave up after we broke out of the corrective channel right here. Here's our wave one, right? So off of wave one, right, we look at our wave two pullback right here as a 382 retrace. And now from wave two, right, we go up to wave three, and now the 382 retrace actually puts us back to the 80 MA. So it is possible that we see some of this downside follow through here today. So we'll pretty much see if we're down here at 34.44 level, we fill this gap, and this could actually be a potential viable dip if we get down there. The 618 actually kind of invalidate. Well, I guess it would still kind of work if this is the top of the wave one and this is your wave two. So technically, wave four could get all the way back to about 3,400 before reversing up. But let's see how it holds the cloud and where we open here today. Let's take a look at the SPY here this morning. Okay, so SPY this morning again, it's at about the 344 level, so it puts us into this gap down here. My guess is that this gap gets filled, and then we potentially bounce off the cloud. As long as we hold this this prior weekly resistance level here, this is a big drop zone for a couple weeks. As long as we hold that, and it was a drop zone here too, as long as we hold that as potential support, the wave four might be done, and we might start to see a move back up. I mean, it's just the same old news over again, right? There's no real new stuff that kind of was putting stuff down here today. I mean, it's regular corona cases, right? Stimulus getting delayed, and TikTok. So I mean, it's just the same old. So we'll see how that goes into today. Nothing really groundbreaking on that one. So it could still just be a wave four pullback. So we can see where we are right here on the S&P futures. We are off of its daily cloud, so very much a potential area right here, right at the 382. So we'll see how that goes going in today. Actually, the hourly chart here on the futures looks like a bull flag, which helps confirm sometimes these corrective waves, because corrective waves, right, are constructive, right? There is part of a larger impulsive wave up, right? So here you go. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and if we break out of this this bullish area right here over 3,500, this bullish bull flag, we might see another move up, right? So that's definitely something to keep an eye on here. We can see the overnight action, right? We had that triangle that we went into the close. We talked about that last night. Came back, retested the triangle level right here, formed a refresh geometric line down, right, and then pushed its way down until it bounced off the signal zone below. So again, 3,500 is going to be a key level if we can get back above that there. But again, kind of looking like even this kind of looking like a potential bull flag right here overall, right? So again, just the hourly chart looks pretty interesting on that one. So keep an eye on it. Let's take a look at the MES here. Again, same stuff. Could be considered like a falling wedge type pattern, just based on the how steep the decline is right here, right, and how off it is from here. So we can kind of look at this and see if we can get over that geometric line here today, and if we can, right, we might see a falling wedge breakout on that one. So definitely something to keep an eye on there. The Qs, tech getting hit a little bit this morning, but trying to rally going into the open. So again, that signal zone ended up being a good area there for things. The IWM got hit a little bit, but also trying to bounce as well. Let's take a look at Apple. They got an upgrade yesterday, and gapping down here this morning. Let's see if they can recover and start to fade the gap. Now, keep in mind Thursdays there is a high probability for a gap fade, so we may see a big dip by today. So let's see how that goes going into today. Tesla again reclaiming a lot of its range pretty well. It had a good constructive day yesterday. It's back over 450 this morning, so that's a key level for Tesla to hold. So hopefully that can work its way back up there. XLF, they got hit pretty hard. Now some of the banks have been reporting profit, but they've had a cautious tone. So that's another thing that's kind of weighing on the market too. So as go the financials, so go the market. So just kind of keep an eye on these guys for relative sentiment. NIO. Wow, so that pulled back this morning here too, and it looks like it's kind of working on maybe worked on a larger corrective wave last night. This could have been, in an impulsive move down here, lower time frame. That could have been a zigzag correction. So it's very, very possible that this was the essentially a wave 4, which would have actually taken this out. So we really have to kind of look at this as a a wave. I mean, it's just very, very interesting right here. So it's really pushing its way up nicely this morning. So NEO with a pullback here and already back to its overnight high. So definitely keep an eye on NEO today as it shows relative strength. Names like Zoom, names like these took a little bit of a dip overnight because of FSLY, but Zoom seems to be recovering pretty well. This may have finished up its zigzag pattern that we were talking about last night on the Elliott Wave live stream. We have an impulsive move down, right? ABC up, another impulsive move down, and it may be working on a fresh wave up. So definitely keep an eye on Zoom today too. DKNG. Struggling again still. I mean, I have to kind of go with the sentiment here that we might see some more downside action on it. We'll see how it holds 46. If it can't hold 46 in the 50-day moving average, it might work its way down to the cloud. And something like this could chop a while once it gets back into the old chop zone before working its way back up again. So that's one to keep an eye on too. We had AMD on the bearish radar a little bit yesterday, so it was, we talked about it last night about the 618 retrace off of the hourly chart. So it is gapping down off of that one. Let's see how it holds. If it wants any more downside on that one, to see if the extra market weight could keep it down. FSLY, just kind of hanging out down at the lows here. So it's in an interesting level. If the market can get strong, we might see a rally on it, but I want to see it get over some of this, the after hours congestion zone area. And then, of course, keep an eye on the airlines here today. UAL. It took a little bit of a drop yesterday, but it seems to be hanging in there despite the worse than expected loss. So we'll see where it goes from there. Anyway, guys, I hope everybody has an awesome trading day today. We'll see you guys at the lunchtime market update. And until then, stay healthy out there and remember risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.